To start this Shego look, I outline her outfit first. Luckily, she is a human cartoon, so I didn't have to do any outlining on my face. And I just quickly did this. It's just my process. I like to do all of my outlining, whether it is on the face or for a costume or, clothing first. And so I just roughly and quickly outlined it first with white eyeliner. Then I mixed up on a separate piece of foil the color of her skin. Shego from Kim Possible is like this light green color. She's not entirely like human shade, but she's not like bright green. It's almost like her foundation has a hint of green in it. So I used the Wet n Wild face paint palettes, as I have used in most of my looks. And I just mixed them together and did like a light coating of them. And then I went back and kind of did another light coating. I basically used it just as foundation, as I would if I were doing like any other beauty look. And it turned out really, really nicely. At first I thought it was going to be a little too like lime, but after I did a little bit of contouring, it ended up being like the perfect shade. Be sure to set that heavily. I am using the RCMA no color powder, and when you are working with the Wet n Wild paint palettes, be sure to set them heavily so that they do not move anywhere or go anywhere, and that they're a little bit easier to blend and work on top of. They have to be set. Just take a large complexion brush, dust off all of the rest, and then I move on to eyebrows. And for this, I'm just taking a black eyeshadow and filling in my eyebrows. I do believe that I'm using the NYX Perfect Filter Gloomy Days palette. And again, just using and roughly filling in my eyebrows. I'm not doing any particular shaping other than my natural eye shape or my natural brow shape. Again, luckily Shego is a human and she's rocking a pretty bold brow, so I really didn't have to like glue them down or do anything different than just follow my natural eyebrow shape. After brows, I get into a little bit of contouring. As a cartoon, she doesn't actually have any contouring in and of itself in the cartoon. However, she is a rather pretty looking cartoon. I don't know if that's weird to say. So I think that she'd rock a little bit of a contour. And I'm using the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop Pistachio palette, like the Kelly Green and the darkest shade for a pretty severe contour. I really just wanted to give the look a lot of like depth and a lot of beauty, because I just feel like she's such a good like villainy hero, and it's basically like if Kim Possible drank like a dark evil juice and made her a villain. That's basically what Shego is, or at least in my mind, that's always what I thought she was basically just like the evil twin of Kim Possible. Anybody else? No? Okay, just me then. Moving on to eyes, again, she doesn't really have an eye look or anything. She's actually pretty flat with just like a little bit of black lines and her just flat green face. But I really wanted to, again, give this character depth. So I just go in with a little bit of shading on my eyes to kind of carve out the crease of my eye and bring it down the nose for a little bit of contouring. And then I do add a little bit of shimmer onto my eyelid. Again, that's more like Kirby coming out in the Shego look, but I think it works. I mean, I think all villains have a little bit of shimmer, if you ask me. Using some black eyeliner, I'm using a liquid liner on top, and then I go in with the LA Girl Shockwave liner for my waterline, and then I take a black shadow and I buff and press that against my lower lash line. Again, just to give it some like real definition, because we're trying to make a cartoon character come to life and she doesn't wear any eyeliner or lashes. And so you're trying to kind of like combine or marry the two worlds. As I said, I do put on some mascara and lashes. In the cartoon, she doesn't have any lashes, but in real life, if she were actually a human, she definitely would be wearing lashes. So I'm using the Tarte Big Ego mascara, and then I just pop on some spiky lashes from Ayani. They're from the Dollar Tree. They're my favorite. Go check them out. Lips. She has... Actually, all the girls in Kim Possible only have an upper lip, or the upper lip is colored. She has a black upper lip and like a flesh colored lower lip. So at first I take a black bullet lipstick and then I go over it with a liquid lipstick. I felt like I had more control to get the shape right with the bullet lipstick first, and then I just wanted to really deepen the color with the liquid lipstick. After that, I go in with a little bit more shading for her cartoon lines. These are drawn in black for the actual cartoon, but I did not want to put black on top of this look, so I just go in with more contour color and kind of really define those cartoon lines, and I really think it added to the look. Just a subtle detail, but it really did everything for it. Moving on to her costume, I'm using some water-activated face paint, which is not my favorite medium to work in because I don't know how to really, like, what ratio of water to paint to mix together. And I actually had to mix green and yellow to make this, like, lime color. It was kind of a big mess. Anyways, I just fill in where I sketched out in the beginning, the green and the black. I'm using a picture off of Google as a reference to make sure that I actually get the coloring right and that I actually get the costume right. Her costume is, again, just green and black. Her whole look and her whole aesthetic is just green and black. So it's really just about making sure that you get everything precise and the placement of the colors correctly. Again, also using a water-activated face paint for the black color of her costume. Again, still not my favorite medium. I have a hard time also getting it to look like very opaque without it like being streaky. Like, does that make sense? Like, I have a hard time getting it to look very, very vibrant or very solid and it to not be streaky. If anybody has any tips for working with water activated face paint, please leave them in the comment section below because your girl is struggling out here. So yeah. Again, just working on getting it precise and getting it to look not streaky and very solid. Next was just doing the details of her costume because she has like a black seam and a black circle thing in the middle of her neck. And I just used a cream eyeliner for this just to get it like really precise, and a small brush. Then after I do all of the details of her costume, I move on to hair. And I did style this before I put it on, and she has like a deep side part. This is just a cheap wig off of Amazon, but I think that the look came out really, really well. This is without contacts. And I almost forgot that I had special ordered contacts for a bunch of looks, and they had come in. So while I was posing, I actually remembered that I had contacts, green contacts, because Shego has like these really bright, vibrant green eyes with black pupils. So I quickly put those contacts in, and then the look was absolutely complete, and honestly, it came out so much better than I could have ever imagined it to come out. So yeah, just super excited about this look. Alright guys, and that is the look. This is my Shego interpretation from Kim Possible. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up. I will link all of the products that I use down in the description box below. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What do you think? Let me know. As always, please be sure to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. I would hate for you to miss out on any more videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys.